It's like on my contact. Ow. Okay, I'm not having a stroke, don't worry. Back to the foundation. Hello friends! Well, the day has finally come for me to declutter my makeup collection. One, because I'm moving, and two, because I need to declutter. I guess I already stated that, but you get it. I just need to downsize the like situation that is my vanity right now, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about the products and like reasons why I'm not keeping them anymore. A lot of them are expired, and so it's not an actual distaste, it's just like a necessity that I can't have gross old foundations in my collection anymore. Or some of them I just like don't use them, so I need to get rid. Alright, fair warning, get comfy, cause this is gonna be a long one. Also, to make sure that this doesn't go off the rails, I have come up with like a criteria that I'm going to try to stick to so this doesn't get too boring and I don't ramble on. But no promises. Oh, sorry, I guess I should tell you what they are. It's by 4 things, or 5 things. Okay, doing a great job so far. Yeah, it's 5. 5. It's coverage, finish, likes, dislikes, and reason for decluttering. So yeah, and away we go! Okay, so first one is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. The finish of this is natural, but it kind of like disappears. The coverage is medium, buildable up to a point. I liked that this foundation never looks heavy. It literally like looks like your skin. Like I get why apparently a lot of makeup artists in film use this, because it does really look so much like your skin, a little mattified. It's like how you want your skin to look when you have no makeup on. This is my most repurchased foundation. I wore this all through college, but to my dislikes, you have to use a lot of it to get like a full coverage. As much as it is a buildable formula, you can only build it up into a point and it'll never really be full coverage. I felt like I was wasting a lot of product because I would go through them so quickly because I'd use so much of it. Does that make sense? Like I would prefer a foundation that I only needed a pump or 2 of, not like 5, which I needed for this. Also, I used a sponge and that probably had something to do with it because it would absorb a lot of the product. The reason I'm decluttering this is this was my favorite foundation for such a long time, but I just have like almost used up bottles and I need to get rid of some of them. I can't really say anything too bad about it. Like I would repurchase this. Next we have the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. The finish of this is natural. The coverage is medium to full. I like that this is a good like basic foundation. It covers, it's buildable. It comes with a lot of shades, and I disliked that it's a basic foundation. Like I didn't find it really made my skin look amazing or bad. Like it didn't look bad, but I feel very indifferent about this foundation. It's not anything to write home about. Also, this is almost gone. Like I definitely used it for a period of time, but like it was just like meh. You know? It's also $40, which is like a pretty penny for a, in my opinion, nothing special foundation. Next we have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is a matte finish, pretty full coverage. I really liked that, honestly, that I hate to be so PC, but like the shade range of this made it really easy to find a shade that exactly matches your skin tone, undertones, all that good stuff, because a lot of foundations are too yellow or too red or whatever, and like she has so many she as in Rihanna has so many shades that it is really easy to find a shade that like exactly matches your skin tone, and so you don't have to mix in other foundations to get that match, which I really liked. I'm not a big matte foundation person, and so I feel like I kept this, like I would never use this just on its own. I kept this as a way to like lighten other foundations because this is kind of like my winter shade, but I can't say anything like negative about it. It was like pretty blurring and stuff, and now I'm finally getting rid of it because it is pretty old and I'm no longer using it, so. Then we have the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is a natural finish. The coverage is medium to full. My likes for this guy, how long do you have? Okay, this foundation is full coverage but lightweight on the skin. It lasts so long. It almost looks better the more you wear it, which is insane. I like that it's versatile. Like, you can wear a thin layer and it looks good, or you can full glam and it looks good. Like, and it's $15 at the drugstore. What more do you want? Like, dude, I love it so much. This is like, I recommend this foundation to everyone because it kind of doesn't matter what skin you have, you can wear it because it is like that in between. Yeah, it's buildable coverage. So like, even if you don't wear a whole lot of foundation, you can just use a small amount, or you can get it up to full coverage. Like, it's amazing. I love it so much. Dislikes. Oh, sometimes the lid gets a little messy because it is like a lid, so that's kind of annoying. That's all I can come up with. But I am decluttering because this is like a really, really light shade that, just like the Fenty, I used to mix in to make it lighter, but now I don't really need it desperately, so like I need to get rid of it. But love, love. Next we have the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. The finish of this is matte. The coverage is pretty full. I really like that a little bit of this goes the long way. No, goes a long way. Like, you need not even, what's the size of that? You don't need a lot of this. You need to use like a brush, definitely. And it does blur. Like, it does give you like a flawless look. What I didn't like is the smell of this is like an orange creamsicle, which like is fine. Like, I don't really mind scents, but it's not like my favorite. I honestly, because it's matte, I didn't gravitate towards it every single day, and then I forgot about it. So like, it wasn't my go-to. I don't know, I feel like I just like don't love this look on an everyday basis. It would be like for dinner, but it doesn't last a super long time, so it's not like a club night. You know what I mean? And now it's pretty old, so I need to get rid of it. Next is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. What is it called? Makeup. That's so annoying. Okay, whatever. The finish of this is natural, I would say kind of matte. The coverage is full coverage. What I like about this foundation is it will cover anything you got. It's known as the full coverage foundation because that's what it is. Like, it definitely will cover any past mistakes you've made. This is insane. What I dislike about it is that it's really heavy and it smells like paint thinner, and it just doesn't feel good. You feel like you're wearing a mask. And not, that is a totally different meaning now, but I mean, it's just like, it's so thick, you feel it on the top of your skin, and that doesn't feel good for a long period of time. It does last long. Like, I kept this for such a long time because I would mix it with any other foundation and it just builds up the coverage and the staying power. It is a good foundation to like have in your collection. I just feel like even if I have a breakout, I think it looks better to just like spot conceal than have like a full mask. My reason for decluttering is that I have had this for a really long time, and so I think that it could be expired, and I think I've just like slowly moved away from thick and full coverage foundations like this. I'm also no longer a bar star who needs to like have my makeup like cemented on my face when I'm in the club. So yeah, it's time to say goodbye, you know? Then we have the Clinique Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup. The finish of this is natural, but like definitely illuminating. The coverage is medium. I really liked that you can apply this with your hands. It's an easy just like squirt. It's the closest I can get to a tinted moisturizer. I didn't like that this doesn't last very long, and even though I got like a yellow shade, it would turn a little pink on me. And this is like a real winter shade, so like I don't need it, and it's old, and yeah, it's like it's done. Next we have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. The finish of this is dewy. The coverage is sheer medium. I like that this is super glowy and makes your skin look really supple and healthy. I guess that's why it's called Healthy Luminous. It like makes your skin look radiant without too much sparkle, which is an issue I find with a lot of like radiant foundations. I didn't like that it's not a lot of coverage. Sorry, I just have something in my eye. It's like on my contact. It's like, ow. Okay, I'm not having a stroke, don't worry. Back to the foundation. Yeah, it's not the coverage I want. It is very sheer, so I always use this to mix in, or I had like a really dark shade to kind of contour with, but other than that, it's just not my go-to, so I need to declutter it. Then we have the infamous CYO Long Lasting Foundation Lifeproof. I don't think that's in the right order, but you get it. This is a matte finish. The coverage is full. I really like that this is like kind of a foolproof foundation. It's not really gimmicky, it's very just like consistent, and it was good to add full coverage to other foundations, but when I used it on its own, I would say my only dislike with this is that it kind of came off gray. Like there was like a grayish, like I can't really put into words like what I didn't like about it, but there was something that it was just like not my jam. But I have heard a lot of people like this because it does like stick well, like it stays and it doesn't like slide around your face at all or break up around your nose like if you get oily throughout the day. So it is like super long lasting, but like I said, like I don't really gravitate to a foundation like this anymore. Also, this is almost out, so like it's not like I am like throwing out a good foundation. I don't love it enough to like use it to the last drop, so it's gone. Then we have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel. Okay, some of these have too long of names. Sorry, the finish of this is sheer. It's definitely illuminating. The coverage is light to medium. I really liked that this is lightweight and like glowy, but like the L'Oreal Lumi, which they're almost identical if I could say that. It's not the coverage I want, and like it's not the look I go for on an everyday basis. I like a natural finish. I would say this is like a little bit too sparkly for me. And this is old, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. Then we have the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. The finish of this is natural. The coverage is medium to full. I liked that this foundation is really full coverage, but it made your skin look nice, but I didn't like this foundation. Like, I disliked that it smells weird and the applicator is a doe foot, and I don't fuck with a doe foot applicator, dude. You think it's like more helpful to apply, but in reality it's really unsanitary and you keep having to like dip the thing back in and put more on, and it's not as user-friendly as like you think it is. Reason for declutter is all of those dislikes, and I don't want to use this again, so bye. Then we have the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Balance Foundation Stick Foundation. The finish of this is matte. The coverage is medium, but it's like kind of buildable. I like that this is easy to use. Like any stick foundation, you can swipe it on and just blend it, but this doesn't make your skin look very good. And like, yeah, it looks really flat, and I don't know, I just like didn't like it. Like I own the Makeup Forever Ultra HD like stick, so I feel like I already have the stick foundation covered, so it's just kind of obsolete in my collection. That was a big word. Sorry. I'm like so intelligent. It's like scary. Yeah, so like I just didn't like it. So like I'm just getting rid of it. Cool. I find myself running out of reasons. Like I just don't like it. Ooh, next we have a real Instagram worthy indie brand, the Kosas. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's like Swedish or something. The Kosas Tinted Face Oil. The finish of this is like pretty natural. The coverage is definitely light, maybe medium, maybe. I liked that this feels like skincare, so it like feels nice on your skin. This might be a clean brand. Either they just market as that or like they could be, I'm not really sure. I didn't like that it's an oil, so it's like kind of funky, and the texture of this was tricky. Like sometimes I thought it was like a matte finish. It's very strange. I know it's supposed to be like techy and like you can blend it in 10 seconds or something. They have a lot of weird claims with this. Like it was just never a go-to because I always knew that I had to take my time with it, and that's not what I want to be doing. I feel like I'm always running behind because my time management skills suck, and so it's like, why would I use a foundation that I can't rely on because it's so inconsistent? And I want it to like so badly because it is like skincare, and like obviously my skin is garbage, and so like I want to try to wear something that's good for it, but this was just like not it. Oh, also it's like a serum-y foundation or whatever, and so it doesn't last very long. So like I didn't even want to wear it to work because it's like I'll look like a grease ball by the end of the day, and nobody wants that. Yeah, I wanted to like it, but I just don't, and so I'm getting rid of it because it's kind of like getting old, and I'm just not using it. So it's taken up its dust in, what is that called? It's collecting dust. Okay, next is the Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer. So I guess I lied when I said I've never actually been able to use a tinted moisturizer. Sorry, confession. I guess I lied because this is a tinted moisturizer, but this is just like really thick, so I guess that's why. Okay, sorry. Things. Okay, so finish. It's matte with like sparkles. It's like illuminating, but it definitely like it dries down matte. The coverage is like medium, it's kind of buildable. I liked that these feels like a cream. I just think that like it's different than other tinted moisturizers because it does feel like a full foundation. Like it's pretty thick and you can apply it with your hands, which I also like. I got away with using this when my acne was like really bad, but the reason I stopped using this is an esthetician said I should stay away from anything mineral because of my acne, and so I stopped using this almost immediately. Also, I'ma get real with y'all. Their shade range is criminal and it's 2020 and I do not understand how a brand can get away with only having light to tan shades. That doesn't even like attempt to cover the population. It's fucking ridiculous. Sorry for swearing, but I'm serious that this is like, Okay, and reason for declutter is I think I covered pretty well that like I don't want to fuck with this for just like a million different reasons, and so no, it's going away. Next, actually lastly, is the Aqua Surance Compact Foundation. I guess it's by J.Cat. I really messed that up, okay. The finish of this is matte. The coverage is full, but like I don't really know. I liked that this is like convenient in theory, that it's like a compact and it like comes with a sponge and whatever, but like dislikes, how much time do you have? This is tricky. Like this guy has like a mind of its own. Sometimes it went on like really easily. It has just like this weird texture that's like feels kind of watery. Some days it would look great, other days it would really emphasize my texture or like turn orange. I remember I wore this one time when I was like meeting a new group of people. Like I just started a new job and I was like meeting people for the first time, and like it emphasized my texture so much and was like flaking off, and I literally looked like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. Sorry, that was a weird like reference, but it's like top of mind because it's spooky season, you know? But yeah, this is like super weird. Like it was worth a try because I was like really curious about it, but it just is strange. Like with the Kosas, I don't want an unreliable foundation that it's like, ooh, is it gonna look good today? Like I can't do that. And my reason for declutter is it's kind of kitschy. The application was so consistent, I didn't use it. Wow, we are done. I kind of enjoyed that. I didn't realize how like kind of nostalgic and like therapeutic that'd be, because I feel like I've used these at different points for different reasons, especially the condition of my acne at the time. Like I was definitely using like a full coverage when my acne was really bad, or I would switch to a thinner one when my acne would clear up, and then that was fleeting and so it would be bad again. Anyways, I feel like especially with foundation, it's such a security blanket and like really covers your insecurities, and so it just like really reminds me of like the times when I just felt so insecure about my skin. So let's not talk about that anymore. On kind of like a more serious note, I do want to mention, if you are decluttering your makeup stash and any of the items are like barely used, I would highly encourage you to consider donating them to a local women's shelter versus just throwing them in the trash. It's like super easy to do. You just like Google your, ooh god, my fingers are so friggin' weird and flexible, and sorry, okay, I'm being serious. You just Google shelters near me or something along those lines. But it is a really good idea to contact them or call them, because some places only accept certain products and things are like a little bit hairy with COVID right now. So it's a really good idea to just kind of reach out and ask if like they're still participating and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's not only like better for the environment, it's also like a super easy way to help your community, and we love that. So I just wanted to put that out there if you are also getting rid of makeup. Yeah, like I said, it's just like a really easy way to give back, and like it makes you feel good too, and then you can like make someone's day. So it's like win-win-win. Was that 3 wins? Did I list 3 things? I don't know, math wasn't my strong suit. Okay. Wow, I'm really impressed if you've like made it this far. I like so appreciate you watching. I hope this is like a good resource if you are curious about any of these foundations. I think I gave like okay mini reviews, and thank you so much for watching. See you later.